close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
swept aside, with Dairotten winning 7 of 8 games in the league phase. Traditionally, Bayern step up another gear in the early division.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
Kimmich on it, and that'll be sent out to the right side. Now it's Michael Olise. Olise, lovely feet, will fire it across. Konasescu will pull it out. There is Kimmich with the effort. Kimmich's effort's blocked off by Kolasinac. Now Diaz with the effort, and that will be blocked off.
Hold me close. What an exciting start to this game. Inside the first 5 minutes here.
And it's Bayern Munich who potentially look the more likely to score. Marko Konasescu with 2 early stops. It was Josip Stanisic who just drove forward. He knocked it back for the on-rushing Michael Olise. Konasescu made the save, and the Italian manager Rafael Palladino came to point out to his side that they need to keep their heads here. Here is Joshua Kimmich on the ball. Kimmich will come out to the left side with Luis Diaz. We'll just come back to Alexander Pavlovic. Now it's Jonathan Tah. Tah will go to Deo Upamecano. Meccano will give it into Olise. Olise on it. Will move it forward. Now it's in the midfield. Comes out to the left flank with Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz will give it to Pavlovic. Here is Konrad Laimer. Konrad Laimer will come back to Pavlovic. He's inside the box. Plenty of space opened up for him, but the referee has actually pulled it back for a foul on Konrad Laimer. It was just caught by Martin de Roon, so the referee today, Espen Jeskas, the Norwegian official, just blows his whistle and indicates that there will be a free kick. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with the other Champions League scores. This isn't the only game happening right now. Newcastle United are currently hosting Barcelona at St James's Park in the first leg, whilst Tottenham Hotspur have travelled to Madrid to take on Atletico Madrid. And it was a difficult game for Liverpool as they lost by 1-0 against Galatasaray away on the stadium. So this now will be a free kick for Bayern Munich. It's Michael Olise and Joshua Kimmich who have stood over it. Four-man wall for Atalanta. Kimmich stands over it. It will be Olise with the effort, but Michael Olise's effort does go over the bar. Conor Seshi can put it down for a quick goal kick. He'll send it forward. It'll be touched down by Deo Upamecano, who's under no illusion just to move it on quickly to Pavlovic. Pavlovic will give it to Luis Diaz. Diaz will play a 1-2 with Nicholas Jackson. Diaz is caught by Zappacosta, gets back up onto his feet. He's dragged to the ground. That should be a penalty, I think. Diaz, you can see his shirt's being tugged. It's rolling around on the ground. Kimmich's back up now. Kimmich out to the right side. It's Michael Olise will send it across. Conor Seshi saves it with his legs. Comes out to the edge of the box with Kimmich. Stanisic to Olise. Now Atalanta can come forward with it. Here is Zappacosta. And the referee will stop it. Espen Jeskas will say now the medical staff can come on. It was good refereeing because he didn't stop it whilst Bayern Munich were on play, and then he must be concerned for Diaz here. He remained down on the ground, but Zappacosta, I think, certainly tugs his shirt. Does Diaz chuck himself? And I'm not sure why he needs to roll round on the ground like he's been shot. I thought he was rolling around on the ground because he thought that it should have been a penalty, which my first look I thought it was, and I still think it's silly by Zappacosta just to grab the shirt of Luis Diaz. But when you see it again, Diaz more than anything has chucked himself to the ground. And the on-field decision of Espen Jeskas has been confirmed, so we will just return the ball to an Atalanta player. Zappacosta is the man who's going to have the ball returned to him. Just be dropped down to him by Espen Jeskas. He'll go back to Marco Conor Seshi. Conor Seshi will go out to the left side now. He'll send the long ball up. And that will go out for a throw for Atalanta. Here is Jonathan Tah on it. Tah out to the left side with Conrad Laimer. Laimer will send it on towards Luis Diaz. Diaz has been challenged from behind by Isaac Hayen. Referee's just going to bring it back to the frustration of Rafael Palladino. Free kick for Bayern Munich. He'll take it quickly. Stanisic will send it back. Here is Deo Upamecano. It's out to the right side with Stanisic. Now Upamecano tries to move it on to Stanisic as he's made the run forward. Cuts out. Now it's Michael Olise. Loose touch, and Atalanta can clear it forward. Run all the way through to the goalkeeper, Jonas Erbig. Pass it out to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on it. Goes back to him from Josip Stanisic. Now Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah will go back to Jonas Erbig. Erbig out to the right side with Conrad Laimer. Laimer on it now. Now it'll be put forward, and here is Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz gets there. Diaz gives it to Conrad Laimer. Where's it took him? Tackled, and now Kalmadine Sulemana will race forward with the ball for Atalanta, and he's just brought down by Conrad Laimer, who was having a little grab of him. So a free kick will be given. And Laimer just holding on to him. Seems a little bit frustrated. The foul is given. Rafael Palladino just trying to shout out instructions. Seems frustrated. Sulemana will come back to Martin Darun. Darun will go back to Isaac Hayen. Hayen will go to Serd Kolanasic. He'll give it away. Now it's Michael Elise. Inside to Luis Diaz. Diaz inside the box. Jinking in and out. Then gets his shot away. And it's taken a touch off an Atalanta defender. And will go out for a corner for Bayern Munich. It's really good feet down there by Luis Diaz. Strike it goal was just glanced off the knee of Isaac Hayen. Now Bayern Munich may look to just put a bit of pressure on Marco Conasecchi. Oh, that is lazy. It's given away. Oh, that is so lazy by Atalanta, who have switched off at the corner, which has just allowed them to play a short one into Serge Gnabry. And then he just pulled it across goal. And then from point-blank range was Josip Stanisic to put it away, and Bayern Munich have taken the lead, and that is ever too simple. And you could see the reaction of the goalkeeper, Marco Conasecchi, who is absolutely fuming with his players down there. He can't believe the way that they have just switched off. They had the corner, and Serge Gnabry found himself in so much space inside the 18-yard box, but with no one near him, so it was the most simple pass of all time. 10-yard pass into him, and then he could just pass it across goal, and Josip Stanisic was there to prod home, and that is one of the easiest goals Bayern Munich will score in the Champions League this season. And if you're the manager, Rafael Palladino, you'll be pulling your hair out at the way that your team just switched off there on such a big occasion in front of your home supporters, and to switch off like that, it's unforgivable. Really have to do better. And 11 minutes into the game, it is Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 1. Bayern Munich with it. It'll come to Luis Diaz. Diaz will send it over the top. Ball will go back to the goalkeeper, Conasecchi. Conasecchi's knock on. It's Upamecano. Give it to Serge Gnabry. It's Kimmich. Kimmich out to the left side towards Luis Diaz. Diaz will touch it down. Diaz will come back to Konrad Laimer. Now Jonathan Tah to Deo Upamecano. It's into Michael Elise. Elise will give it to Pavlovic. Pavlovic out to Luis Diaz, who's been such a threat for Bayern Munich in the early stages of this game. Nicholas Jackson tried to come forward. He was tackled. Ball goes out to the right side. It'll be headed away by Lorenzo Bernasconi. Bayern Munich still with it. It's Joshua Kimmich. Up to Michael Elise. Michael Elise is there, standing up the Atalanta defender on that far side. Now it's Serge Gnabry. Gnabry to Elise. Elise will come forward with it. We'll send it out to Konrad Laimer. Now Luis Diaz. Diaz will come back to Pavlovic. And then ball goes over the top. Bayern Munich frustrated because Serge Gnabry was just caught in an offside position. It's just gone out before then, actually. It has, so opportunity for Munich to deliver in here. If they get a second goal in this game, you may feel that it'll just put this game to bed so early on, but Atalanta being at home, you've got to get that home advantage, you've got to use it. So it's Michael Elise and Joshua Kimmich who have stood over the free kick on that far right side, preparing to deliver it in. It's going to be Elise with a whip delivery all the way to the far post, and Marco Conasecchi does really well to claim it. It's an impressive goalkeeper, a man that has come through the youth system here in Bergamo. Did have a loan spell out to Cremonese, but quarter of an hour into the game, 74% possession already for Bayern Munich, and they have had 7 shots. Atalanta yet to register a shot in the game, so it is very one-sided at the moment here. It's going to be a throw for Atalanta. go all the way back. Back to the goalkeeper, Karnaseshi. Karnaseshi will give it to Bernasconi. Bernasconi will send it down the line, and there is Kalmadine Sulemana, who's unable to hold on to it. Ball's flicked on. There is Nicholas Jackson, who will bounce it back. It's Pavlovic. Now it is Nicholas Jackson. There is Conrad Lima. Lima back to Pavlovic. Jonathan Tarr. Jonathan Tarr will receive it from Alexander Pavlovic. He'll just go out to Deo Upamecano. Jackson to Elise. Elise on it. Deo Upamecano will just boot it away. Headed on, and now it's opportunity for Atalanta to race forward with Zappacosta coming down the right side. Zappacosta will carry it forward. He'll deliver it in, and it's Jonathan Tarr on that occasion who's just able to boot it away for his side. It's a good boot away by him. So we're looking to press on. And Tarr just able to meet it on the volley and boot it out. Costa getting ready to take the throw. Costa will launch him. Headed on. It's back out to Zappacosta. He'll take on Conrad Lima. He'll deliver it in towards the near post. Met by Gianluca Scamacca. He's only able to head it back across the 6-yard box. Here is Atalanta on it once again. Spinning and turning. It'll come back to Zaleski. His delivery in. Headed away by Jonathan Tarr on that occasion. And then it will just run through into the hands of Jonas Urbig, who can send an early ball forward towards Luis Diaz, but Diaz unable to get onto it. And just rushing it a little bit there, Urbig. Big opportunity for him to impress since his $6 million signing from Köln. Not too many opportunities. Of course, their captain, Manuel Neuer, is the regular number 1 for Bayern Munich. Got injured in their last game. So here they are on it. It comes to Pavlovic. Pavlovic on it now. All the way back to Jonathan Tarr. Jonathan Tarr will give it to Conrad Lima. It's Conrad Lima to Luis Diaz. Diaz will come back to Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic out to the right side with Deo Upamecano. He will launch. Of the Champions League has been seen as a massive overachievement by a side that are currently trailing the current Champions League spots by 5 points, 5 points short of Cesc Fabregas's Como. Atalanta started the season really poorly under former Southampton man Ivan Juric. He was eventually replaced by former Monza and Fiorentina man Rafael Palladino, who was brought in, and results have certainly improved since Rafael Palladino was brought in. So here is Jonathan Tarr. Tarr takes a loose touch, and now Kristovic will give it to Zappacosta. But Pavlovic does really well just to get there ahead of him. Now Luis Diaz on that left side. Luis Diaz to loses it. Now Kalmadine Sulemana. Opportunity here. And it's Pasalic who's carrying it forward, and poor shot there. Going in by him. I don't think it was a shot actually. He just tried to clip it out to the right side where Kalmadine Sulemana had made the run. Zappacosta had the fantastic delivery in before, which was met by by Scamacca, shall I say, but he didn't get a clean connection on the ball. Eventually went wide of the goal. So we're on it now. 20 minutes into this game, it's Jonathan Tah on the ball. Jonathan Tah will just give it to Deo Upamecano. There is Upamecano, go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jonas Erbig, who's in an all-green goalkeeper kit. He'll send a long ball forward. That'll be touched down now, and it's Deo Upamecano goes to Michael Elise. Elise just trying to sort out his feet, comes out onto the left side. Oh, Michael Elise! That is majestic by the former Crystal Palace man. And Bayern Munich have raced 2 goals in front here against Atalanta in Bergamo. And it is an absolute outstanding goal by Michael Elise, picking it up on the right side of the box, coming forward with majestic feet, hypnotic past the Atalanta defence, and he bends it round Marco Carnesecchi, who was at full stretch. And 21 minutes into this game, it is Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 2, and it's Michael Elise with just his 2nd Champions League goal of the season, but a man who has been widely recognised as one of the best footballers in world football right now. Michael Elise has put Bayern Munich 2 goals in front now here against Atalanta. And it is real disappointment for Rafael Palladino, who will have really fancied his team's chances after beating another German giant, Borussia Dortmund, in the playoff. After going 2 down away in Germany, they won 4-1 at home here to turn the tie around. And they came here with much belief and confidence, but they find themselves 2 goals down here against Bayern Munich. Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich just too strong for Atalanta at the moment. Simple as that. They are really, really struggling to get to grips with it, and you've got to say they deserve to be 2 goals in front. So here is Deo Upamecano on the ball. Upamecano on it, will come back to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich will come out to the left side to Pavlovic. There's Pavlovic on it now. Pavlovic to Jonathan Tah. Tah will play it inside to Joshua Kimmich. Back to Serge Gnabry, he's one of the deepest players, which is quite strange to say for Bayern Munich at the moment. Now come back to Jonas Erbig. He will send it on. There is Jonas Erbig's long delivery up. Michael Elise to Serge Gnabry. This could be a third. Oh, this is getting embarrassing for Atalanta, as Serge Gnabry has put Bayern Munich 3 goals in front. And we're not even 25 minutes into the game, but it is utter domination by the Bavarian league leaders in Germany. And Rafael Palladino's Atalanta side have just not been able to deal with the attacking prowess of this Bayern Munich team. And it is an absolute fantastic goal. Once again, intricate footwork by Michael Elise, who's just slotted it through for Serge Gnabry to score his 2nd Champions League goal of the season. Marco Carnesecchi has come out to make himself as big as possible, but at the last 16 stage of the Champions League, it should not be this one-sided. Atalanta are a good team, a good club with plenty of top-level players. but Bayern Munich are making it look easy. But you've got to say, huge credit to the Atalanta fans, because they're still getting behind their team, bouncing up and down, making great noise. They're enjoying being here in the last 16 stage. For a club of their size, it's something they're not used to doing. But the only representative of Italian football already look like they're going to be heading out, although that is a great opportunity there to get one back in the game with Nikola Kristovic at the near post, but it's Jonas Erbig with the save, just able to stick out his leg and divert that opportunity from ending up in the back of the net. Goalkeeping at the end, in the end, by Jonas Erbig, just blocking it off at the near post. But it was Nikola Kristovic who was looking for his second Champions League goal. So Newcastle United and Barcelona still goalless in their game, but here it is Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 3. 2 shots in total for the hosts, 9 for Bayern Munich. It has been very, very easy for them so far. It's a free kick for Jonas Erbig to take. That's a big stat. 173 passes from the visitors, just 51 from Atalanta so far. Much has been said about Atalanta and how they are the only representative of Italy. It's in their 7th in the Italian top division. Inter Milan were embarrassingly knocked out against Bodo Glimt. Napoli didn't even make it out of the league phase. Juventus were knocked out by Galatasaray. Roma are representing them in the Europa League, whilst Fiorentina are representing them in the Conference League. So here is Zappacosta on the right side. Zappacosta just caught by Konrad Laimer from behind, so it'll be a free kick. Atalanta just need to get a grip of this game. They've really struggled to deal with the attacking prowess of Bayern Munich so far. So ball does come back to Sead Kolasinac. Kolasinac will just send it out. He'll go on, and there is the goalkeeper, Jonas Erbig. Erbig will just give it to Pavlovic. Pavlovic will come forward with it now. Pavlovic out to Luis Diaz. Diaz back to Pavlovic on it. Jonathan Tah now. Jonathan Tah will go out to the right side. It's with Deo Upamecano. Upamecano's able to bring it down. He'll play it inside now. Come all the way back to Upamecano. He'll go to Serge Gnabry. He'll carry it forward for his team. Here's Gnabry. Gnabry will play it inside to Konrad Laimer. Now Pavlovic will come back to Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah will to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano out to the right side with Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry to Nicholas Jackson. We're not seeing much of Nicholas Jackson, despite them being 3-0 up in this game. And the ball will come all the way back to Jonathan Tah. He played into Luis Diaz, who's able to spin and turn for Bayern Munich. Running at the Atalanta defence, got options ahead of him. He'll give it to Nicholas Jackson, and he should have done better. His effort goes comfortably into the arms of Marco Carnesecchi. It's a decent stop by the Atalanta goalkeeper, but Nicholas Jackson just too close to the goalkeeper, and he was able to make a decent stop there, was he. And goes all the way back to Jonas Erbig. And give it to the captain, Joshua Kimmich, who's the standing captain with Manuel Neuer out injured. Comes out to the left side to Luis Diaz. Diaz gets there ahead of Zappacosta. Then he'll switch it to the right side. All the way out to the right side towards Michael Elise, but he's unable to get it. But it is a nice idea by Luis Diaz, and that's recognised by Elise. Gives him a thumbs up and says, well done. Thank you for looking at me. For looking for me, shall I say. So here is Atalanta with it. It's going to be cleared away, and then it'll be blocked off by Elise. Just blocked off down there. So it'll be Dale Upamecano who'll bring it down. Upamecano will send it down the right side. Elise unable to hold on to it. Now it's Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich on it. He'll knock it back. It's Michael Elise. Elise on it. Comes out to Coran Lima. Coran Lima with it now. Give it to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Dale Upamecano. Upamecano will send it over the top. Headed by Kalmadin Sulemana. It's going to run through. Dale Upamecano just catching his man. Coran Lima makes the strong tackle from behind. Here is Joshua Kimmich to Pavlovic. Pavlovic will switch out to the right side. Now it's Michael Elise on the ball for Bayern Munich. Elise tries to come on to the left side now. I'll chop it back for Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich, left-footed delivery in. Zappacosta will head it away and out for what will be a corner now. Kimmich's delivery in. It's headed out by Zappacosta. He's heading it out, and it's going to be a corner. Joshua Kimmich making his way over. Taking his time to the frustration of the Atalanta players. Does now put the ball down and ready to send it in. Kimmich, deep breath taken. Right arm goes up in the air. He'll deliver it in all the way to the far post. Isaac Hayen will head it away. And trying to bring it down is Zaleski. Zaleski is able to wriggle out of a bit of trouble and send it to the former Southampton man, Kalmadin Sulemana. Sulemana comes down the right flank. He will pull it back. Dealt well with by Bayern Munich though. And there is Michael Elise. Elise will step into the opposition half. There he is with it. Goes out to Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson on it. Come back to Joshua Kimmich. Come back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic on it. To Conrad Lima. Conrad Lima to Michael Elise. Elise back to Joshua Kimmich. Now Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah taking his time and releasing the ball. It's Pavlovic. Pavlovic back to Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich on it. And then it will all the way back to Jonathan Tah. Tah across to Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Michael Elise. Elise goes back to his goalkeeper, Jonas Erbig. Slow intensity to this game at times. There is Kimmich. Kimmich on the ball. Bayern Munich were involved on the weekend, and it was a 4-1 victory for them against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Comfortable win as well. Luis Diaz and Coran Lima scoring in the first half before Gladbach were reduced to 10 men as Rocco Reitz was sent off. Jamal Musiala scored from the spot. Nicholas Jackson put them 4 up, and then it was a late consolation goal by Veo Moa Bayern Munich came away with a 4-1 lead, and they are currently 11 points ahead of Borussia Dortmund, and they are soon to be Bundesliga champions once again, only losing 1 in 25 in the league. They have had a fantastic year, 92 goals scored in that time as well. Harry Kane has been out injured and he's not been past fit to start this game. So here is Michael Elise on the right side. Elise with it. It'll come to Nicholas Jackson, who gets a shot away. It goes across goal, gets a high five from his fellow Bayern Munich players. I think maybe Nicholas Jackson should have done better with that opportunities. It was bouncing down for him there. He struck it low and hard. He struck it across goal, and it was, in the end, a disappointing effort by Nicholas Jackson. Now going to be a goal kick for Marco Conaseshi to take. It's going to be knocked on towards the former West Ham United man, Gianluca Scamacca, and he is brought down from behind by Deo Upamecano, which is a little bit too tight behind Scamacca, just grabbing hold of him. Scamacca goes down with an injury. Take the quick free kick actually, and it's poor because it will just run all the way through to the 22-year-old Jonas Erbig, who will give it to Joshua Kimmich. It's Kimmich on the ball. Kimmich will send it over the top. It's a great ball, by the way, for Josip Stanisic. It is number 8, Mario Pasalic, who scored a fantastic goal in that 4-1 win against Borussia Dortmund. He plays it forward towards Scamacca, and I think it was Zaleski who was just caught by Serge Gnabry. Gets a little bit of a telling off by Espen Jeskas, who is the Norwegian official, 37 years of age. This is his 21st Champions League game for Jeskas. His last game was in the Champions League, was actually a 6-1 victory for Newcastle United against Karabag. And also for then refereed the 3-0 win for Bayer Leverkusen against Villarreal, and he was flown out to the Arab Cup, where he refereed in the group stage semi-finals and quarter-finals, and that's because obviously Espen Jeskas is the official in the Norwegian top division, but because they are in their off-season right now, he's wanting to keep himself fit because he's a top European referee. So to say, he was invited to referee at the Arab Cup, where he got rave reviews, and he's going to book his first player of the game, and it's Konrad Laimer just jumping down as he lost the ball, jumping down and bringing Kalmadin Sulemana down. So he is the first man in the referee's notepad, is Konrad Laimer, the 28-year-old Austrian. He's just got to be careful as we're into the final 5 minutes of this first half. Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 3. Here's Zappacosta, plays it inside to De Roon. Sulemana will flick it on. Upamecano will try and get there. Can't, and it will be flicked on. And now, with down the right side, is Zappacosta. Zappacosta will carry on coming. He'll come inside. Now it's Konrad Laimer. Laimer on it. Laimer out to the left flank with Luis Diaz. He'll just bounce it back to Joshua Kimmich. Now it's Pavlovic who will carry it forward. Pavlovic will go out to the right side to Serge Gnabry. Serge Gnabry to Michael Elise, gives it to Luis Diaz. Diaz still goes round a couple of Atalanta players, but Martin de Roon is able to get a good tackle. And now it's going to be a delivery all the way across. Here is Luis Diaz. We'll just bounce it back to Michael Elise. Luis Diaz now. We'll play it across. Diaz back to Jonathan Tah. Luis Diaz to Conrad Lima. Lima down the line. There is Serge Gnabry. Can't hold on to it. Rafael Palladino be pleased with the way that his side have recovered in this game. Zappacosta to take the throw. Go back to Marco Conaseschi. Conaseschi will a long ball up. Now Upamecano will deal with the challenge from behind. Come into the midfield. There is Joshua Kimmich on the ball. Joshua Kimmich inside now to Pavlovic. Pavlovic back to Deo Upamecano. So Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah will touch it down. Tah to Conrad Lima. Now it goes back to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich to Pavlovic. Now it's Conrad Lima. Now inside to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on the edge of the box with the effort from distance. And that does drag wide of the goal. There's an opportunity there for Upamecano with the effort from afar. Did drift wide of the goal. It was disappointing end product in the end by Deo Upamecano. So Palladino still stands on the edge of his dugout, shouting out instructions. Conaseschi will send a long ball forward. Come to Elise. Elise will play it inside. Nice turn by Nicholas Jackson. Awkward pass out to the left flank where Luis Diaz is. He's able to recover. Goes forward again. This is a dangerous position now. Gnabry chests it down. He's shot at goal. Down the centre of the goal. And Marco Conaseschi is there once again to repel the effort of Serge Gnabry. But on another day, Bayern Munich might be 5-0 up here. It's been that dominant from them. And they won't mind because they're 3-0 up. Here is Conrad Lima on the left flank. Plays it inside to Serge Gnabry. Joshua Kimmich now. Kimmich to Michael Elise. Now Serge Gnabry. He's going to try an effort from distance and clips the top of the crossbar. Does Serge Gnabry. Excellent opportunity for him. Getting the ball out of his feet. It's just clipped the top of the crossbar. As Serge Gnabry's effort. Maybe a little bit disappointed with his end product there. Just in the crossbar. We're into the final minute of normal time here. Before we find out how much additional time we have got left to play, Jonathan Tah will head it back to his goalkeeper, Jonas Erbig. It will go out to the left side to Zaleski. Zaleski is there. Now it'll go through and Deo Upamecano will knock it on. It's going to be a free kick for Atalanta. So Jonas Erbig just shouting out instructions. So we're into just one additional minute. Maybe just taking a little bit of pity on Atalanta here. But they could score right before half-time. Delivery comes in. Jonathan Tah gets his head to it and it goes out for a corner. As well does Jonathan Tah, just stooping low just to head it out. It is now going to be a corner. It'll probably be the last opportunity of the half here. Wait for the delivery once again to come in. So it'll be delivered all the way towards the near post. That time it's headed away by Alexander Pavlovic. Now it's out on the right flank. It's going to be delivered all the way across to Pasalic, to Skamaka. Skamaka can only head it into the legs of Tar, and then the goalkeeper will pick it up and he will send it long up towards Michael Elise. Now it's Serge Gnabry. Gnabry is tackled. I'm sure that will be that at half time. The referee does end it there, so half time here between Atalanta and Bayern Munich. It is Atalanta 0.
We haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on
Giants, but trailing by 3-0. Certainly has been a dreadful start to the game, and we're actually going to see some substitutions before we get underway. So for Atalanta, first of all, it is number 9 Gianluca Scamacca coming off, and coming on for him is the centre-back Berat Jim City, the Albanian central defender, 33 years of age. So he comes on with Gianluca Scamacca coming off. So Palladino moving to a more defensive formation, bringing off a striker, bringing on a centre-back, which is a clear sign that Rafael Palladino is just looking to shore up his team here. There's also a couple of changes for Vincent Kompany's side, as Serge Gnabry, who got the third goal for Bayern Munich, maybe a little bit disappointed to have been brought off, and also Konrad Laimer, who was the only player to have been booked in the first half. So Vincent Kompany just looking to protect him, as Alphonso Davies comes on. He's only played 53 minutes of action in the Champions League so far, but he is a highly qualified left full-back is Alphonso Davies. He is on, and also Jamal Musiala, who has been recovering from a leg break after getting injured against PSG all the way back in the Club World Cup. He's only played one game in the Champions League this season. He did score on the weekend in a 4-1 victory against Borussia Mönchengladbach, but it certainly doesn't get any easier for Atalanta with Jamal Musiala getting substituted on. And we're slightly surprised by the way that Rafael Palladino set up his Atalanta side, as it felt like he went a little bit more gung-ho than perhaps we would have expected, with so many attacking players on the pitch, but he has counteracted that by bringing off the former West Ham United striker Gianluca Scamacca, who did have an opportunity at the near post as he headed wide. Now back underway, Atalanta in their traditional blue and black striped kits with black shorts and black socks, whilst Bayern Munich are in an all-red kit. Here is Michael Elise on the right side. He'll pull it back for Josip Stanisic. Stanisic will just deliver it in. It'll be headed away by Isaac Hayen. And now it's Atalanta with it. Opportunity for them to break forward. Just going to be blocked off by Joshua Kimmich, and it's eventually going to go out for a throw for Bayern Munich by the looks of things. It will. So they're going to throw it all the way back to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on it. He's on the ball now. Taking his time. Goes to Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic to the left flank. He'll come all the way back to Deo Upamecano now. Upamecano on the ball for Bayern Munich. Inside towards Joshua Kimmich now. It's out to their left flank with Alphonso Davies has come on as a substitute. Got it on the left flank out there. It's going to be pulled back. It's going to come to the edge of the box. Now it's Michael Elise on the right side of the box for Bayern Munich. Elise will pull it back for Josip Stanisic, but across is the substitute Berat Jim City. Very good defending by him. He'll play it inside to Zaleski, but he gives it away. And there is Luis Diaz just sniffing out a bit of trouble. Now they're on it now. It's with Pavlovic on the edge of the box. He strikes, and it's Marco Cornaceschi with the save. Diving down to his left side. Decent stop by Cornaceschi, just pushing it around the post as it just bounced before it got to him. And it certainly is a decent stop by Cornaceschi. He's been really well worked in this game as Alexander Pavlovic has tried to beat him from the edge of the box. Fantastic atmosphere inside the stadium here, making tremendous noise. It's going to be a delivery to come in all the way to the far post. It's headed back across. Costa will clear it away. Kalmadin Sulemana can head it to Zaleski. Zaleski will pass inside. Sulemana is well tackled by Alphonso Davies on that occasion. Now he's up towards Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson with the striking goal. And it goes out of play, and Nicholas Jackson just looks a little bit frustrated as the ball came to him inside the 18-yard box there, and perhaps should have done a little bit better. A little bit disappointing his end product there. Aladino still shouting out instructions on the edge of his technical area. Ball goes all the way through. Now it's with Sead Kolasinac. Kolasinac will send it forward. Now it's with Zaleski. Opportunity for him to turn it on. Zaleski carrying it forward, plays it inside. He's caught from behind, and it will be a free kick. Nikola Zaleski just being caught by Jamal Musiala, who is claiming he got a touch on the ball before he made the foul. Rafael Palladino is asking for a yellow card. John Zerbig has quickly made his way to his post just to try and organise a wall down in front of him. He will want a wall in front of him to stop off any potential goal here from this free kick position. 31 metres, the distance to the goal. Stepping back for the free kick is Nikola Zaleski, preparing to take this free kick. Four-man wall for Bayern Munich. Stood tall in the wall. Waiting for the delivery to come in. It's actually going to be a shot by Zaleski. Comes off the head of Jonathan Tah. And now, opportunity maybe for Bayern Munich to break forward with Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies goes out to the left flank, still going forward. This is a brilliant attacking move. Gnabry flicks on for Jackson to put Bayern Munich 4 goals in front here. And it is an absolutely clinical display by Bayern Munich, who are absolutely loving life in front of goal here. They have surely already secured their spot in the final 8 of the Champions League. And they are 4 goals up here against Atalanta. Nicholas Jackson, who's had a couple of opportunities, and at times you could point to him that he looks unconvincing in front of goal. But on that occasion, as it was just flicked to him by Luis Diaz, he didn't even need a touch to compose himself. And he has just slammed it into the far corner. And the Atalanta goalkeeper, Marco Cornes.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Champions League goal of the campaign. And in the absence of Harry Kane, he has led the line well today. The goal has been confirmed after a quick check. And 52 minutes into this game, it is Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 4. And it is such a dominating performance by Bayern Munich here. So they're coming forward again. Here is Michael Elise on the right side of the box. He'll just come back to Nicholas Jackson. Now it's Joshua Kimmich in a more defensive position. Alphonso Davies goes out to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz will just play a 1-2 with Pavlovic. Pavlovic back out to the left flank. 17 shots in this game already by Bayern Munich that have accumulated 3.22 of XG so far. Absolutely incredible. So it comes back to Pavlovic on the ball. He will send it on. It's going to be touched down by Samazic and go out to Alphonso Davies. Now it's Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah to the right side. Jonathan Tah will come forward, and now it's over the top for Kamaldeen Sulemana, who will try and get there. Does eventually go out of play, and it will be a substitution here. And it is going to see double substitution for Atalanta. Former Arsenal man Sead Kolasinac will make his way off the pitch, as will Nikola Zalewski. So Nikola Zalewski, who joined Atalanta for 15 million from Inter Milan, is off, and coming on for them is a man on loan from AC Milan, Yunus Musa, the American Musa, who wears a number 6 shirt, and also the young defender who signed from Genoa in a 14 million deal. Honest Ahanor is on the Nigerian. He's 18 years of age. He has come on to play in place for Sead Kolasinac. He's been brought off. And Yunus Musa is a little bit more of a defensive change for Nikola Zalewski. It has been such a disappointing performance by Atalanta here. 3 shots compared to the 17 of Bayern Munich. It's Elise to Musiala. They're in again. This could be a 5th. Musiala felt he was fouled, but Atalanta are just able to put it out for a corner. But every time they go forward, they look like they're going to score another. Do Bayern Munich, who are just so good at breaking forward, but that time it's the substitute Berat Jimsitu who's able to get across and just knock it out for a corner. The way they conceded the first goal was incredibly disappointing. So it's Michael Elise who is there to take the corner. Atalanta just switched off from the similar position. It's Elise towards the far post, met by Deo Upamecano, but he heads it over the bar. I think the referee has deemed that he has fouled Honest Ahanor in challenging for the ball there, as he maybe just a little bit overzealous in trying to reach for the ball was Deo Upamecano as he climbed on the top of the defender, and yet looks like a fair decision to me. So Marco Corneseshi send this goal kick forward. Go out to the left side now. Munich come all the way back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich to Michael Elise, who's able to turn, and Elise takes a heavy touch. She tries to play it inside, and it's a poor pass, and she goes out of play. So it'll be a throw for Atalanta. His right side. It's foul. Well, that's for sure. His back foot was up, but the referee hasn't spotted it. So Atalanta inside the 18-yard box there, appealing for a handball, but the referee's waving his arm saying no. Play will carry on. Victory centre forward. It just hit the hand of Deo Upamecano. Couldn't get in a more natural position if he tried. Literally right down by his side. It was his hand. Ball goes out to the left side now. And it's with Jimsitu, loses it. Now it's Josip Stanisic on this right side. Stanisic with it. It's caught, so now breaking forward down the right side with Kamaldeen Sulemana. Sulemana tries to get there. It's tackled, and now Deo Upamecano will go inside. It's going to be a long ball over the top. A really good long ball towards Michael Elise. He's able to bring it down. Elise bearing down on goal. That should be a 5th. No, it's a save by Marco Corneseshi. really should have done better. Just gliding past the defence was Michael Elise, one-on-one with Marco Cornaceschi, and then just tried a cute dink over the goalkeeper, but it does go into the hands of the shot stopper. So the assistant referee on that far side has just indicated that he's gone a little bit too early, so a free kick will be given. So now it's back with Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on it. Back to Jamal Musiala. Now Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah on it to the right side. Will carry it forward. Now inside to Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz back to Joshua Kimmich. 4 goals up here at Bayern Munich. Loving life away in Bergamo. There is Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on. He plays it inside. Blocked off well by Atalanta. Comes in company on the edge of his dugout, shout out instructions for his team. 72% possession Atalanta have had, but they have had 300 less passes than Bayern Munich, which is a stat in itself, isn't it? So now they're going down the right side with Kamaldeen Sulemana, pull it all the way across. And there is Jonas Erbig, who's able to dive down to his right side. 2 hands on the ball. Jonas Erbig will now put the ball down for Bayern Munich, or he will send it forward. Come out to Deo Upamecano, carry it. Give it to Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson will go out to the left side with Alphonso Davies. Goes back to Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah to Kimmich. Kimmich will go back to Jonas Erbig. Jonas Erbig on it. Let it go for Kimmich. Kimmich will carry it forward. There is Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano to Josip Stanisic. Upamecano to the left side. And it's to Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies keeps stood up tall in the tackles. Yunus Musa catches him, but keep on coming forward with Nicholas Jackson on the edge of the box. Jackson tries to play it inside, blocked off well by Martin de Roon. Martin de Roon goes back to Stanisic. Now it's Stanisic. Stanisic on the right side of the box will pull it back, and it is played away eventually by Zappacosta. Zappacosta sends it up towards Kamaldeen Sulemana. Here is Sulemana. 2-on-2 attack for Atalanta. Running at Jonathan Tah, but the former Bayer Leverkusen man does really well, does Jonathan Tah. So delivery all the way to the far side. Onis Ananor is going to deal with it as Josip Stanisic was coming out the far post, and Onis Ananor gets there ahead of him and puts it out for what will be a throw. Stanisic comes over the take. Just launch it back. There it comes to a more attacking position. Now it's back with Pavlovic. Pavlovic back to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano to Pavlovic. Back to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Upamecano. Upamecano to Pavlovic. Pavlovic will go all the way back to Manuel Neuer. Neuer goes forward, and now Bayern Munich on it. Here is Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies carrying it forward for Bayern Munich. Comes out to the right side now with Michael Elise. Michael Elise winning onto his left foot, and oh, that is an incredible goal. That puts Bayern Munich 5 goals up now. An incredible goal by Michael Elise, receiving the ball from Alphonso Davies, gliding into a more central position, gets his shot away, and it bends into the top corner. And we're not even 65 minutes into this game, but it's Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 5. Michael Elise with his second of the game, third of the season. What a performance by the former Crystal Palace man today. Absolutely incredible performance by Michael Elise, who's now made his way over to take some refreshment on board. But he is having the time of his life out there. Bayern Munich will be playing in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Who they will play, we'll have to wait to find out. But after all that excitement for Atalanta, winning in the playoffs, beating Borussia Dortmund with the last kick of the game, they are 5 goals down at home against Bayern Munich, and really there shouldn't be that much difference at this stage of the top level of European football, but Atalanta have been well and truly outplayed by Bayern Munich, and on another day I think Bayern Munich could be even further ahead. It has been a superb performance by them today. Rafael Palladino took over in early December after the sacking of Ivan Juric. Just goes back to the substitute bench, shaking his head as a corner's going to come in for Atalanta towards the near post. There is the captain, Martin Darun. It goes back out to the right side. Delivery once again goes in. Onis Al-Hanor will try and keep it alive for the house here. It's going to be a delivery in by Lorenzo Bernasconi, and it is headed wide of the goal. We're going to see the final substitute of the game here for Atalanta in the 66th minute, and it's the former Chelsea man that joined Atalanta in an $8 million deal. Davide Zappacosta makes his way off the pitch, and coming on for him is Raul Bellanova. Bellanova, the former Torino man, is on. Like for like change. Zappacosta's a right wing back, Bellanova's a right wing back. Palladino may be out of ideas as we're only halfway through the second half now. But Bayern Munich absolutely loving life here. Michael Elise just being grabbed from behind by Martin Darun, so it'll be a free kick. Joshua Kimmich will go inside to Deo Upamecano. Upamecano to Josip Stanisic. Stanisic will send it down the line. There is Nicholas Jackson. Jackson will get it. He'll go to the byline. He'll fire it across. Goal! And that is going to end up in a 6 for Bayern Munich. This is turning into a rout here. And it's Jamal Musiala with the last touch. It's 67 minutes on the clock. It's Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 6. And maybe, just maybe, they are proving their mettle of why they are serious Champions League contenders this season. They have scored 92 goals on the domestic front in the Bundesliga, and they are 6 goals up in the last 16 of the Champions League. It's a fantastic cross by Nicholas Jackson, and Jamal Musiala was there to prod home for them, and it is his second goal of the Champions League season. And in that stoppage, we've seen the introduction of Leon Goretzka. So Alexander Pavlovic has made his way off the pitch. The 31-year-old, who's only played 67 minutes of action this season, Leon Goretzka, the former Schalke man, is on. He has announced previously that he will be leaving in the summer. That is a like-for-like change. Pavlovic off, Goretzka on. So Atalanta with it now. They're on it, and it will come back across. And now it's Yunus Musa, switched out to the left side towards Bellanova. Now it's Bayern Munich coming down the right side. Michael Elise. This is a real showing of the sad state that Italian football is in. Atalanta, the only last team to represent Italy in the Champions League, and 6 goals down at home against Bayern Munich. On the other hand, England have 6 teams left in. It shows you just the difference, the lack of investment that these sort of teams out in Italy have had over recent years. Still making good noise, all the Atalanta supporters in the stands. It's still 0-0 between Newcastle United and Barcelona. It was a 1-0 victory for Galatasaray in the earlier game against Liverpool. Tottenham Hotspur, who were playing in the Champions League, found themselves 4-1 down against Atletico Madrid to carry on their dismal season that they are having. An absolute pathetic attempt at playing football this season for Tottenham Hotspur, and well, the same could be said for Atalanta here. 6 goals down. There's going to be a substitute here, I think, for Bayern Munich, as there is a player that's just gone down injured, so there is just a little bit of concern. What a goal that was, the 5th by Michael Elise. Really good shot, shall I say, back across goal. And Alphonso Davies is going to make his way off the pitch, and he's in tears, Alphonso Davies. He seems really upset. Of course, he's just returned from a lengthy injury. He's had so many injury issues over the years, and he's just pulled up. He is crying, Alphonso Davies. He's heartbroken, the Canadian. Of course, he's got a World Cup in Canada to look forward to in the summer. Here's a hug from his manager, Vincent Kompany, but he will make his way off, and it's the 20-year-old Tom Bischoff who'll come on for him. A man that joined for 262,000 from Hoffenheim. A like-for-like change with Alphonso Davies making his way down the tunnel in tears. His side's 6-0 up, but he is leaving in tears because he has had so many injury issues over the years. And Tom Bischoff has come on for him. Harry Kane has remained on the substitute bench. There's Bayern Munich with it. It'll come back inside to Kimmich. Kimmich will go out to the right side to Goretzka. Goretzka to Jamal Musiala. Musiala. Musiala on it. Musiala to Dale Upamecano. He's caught from behind and just caught by Kristovic. Just ran into the back of him. Back up onto his feet though is Dale Upamecano. As I said that it was the final substitution of Atalanta, but we still have one more to go here, and it is going to be a final substitution now, surely, for Atalanta, as they are deciding to bring on Lazar Samazic, who started 2 games in the Champions League this season, signed for 13 million from Udinese. And Lazar Samazic is on now, and he will be hoping to, I can't say make too much of a difference, but he'll be hoping to be better for his team here after what has been a real dismal showing by Atalanta. Kamaldeen Sulemana was the other player that went off, by the way, for Atalanta. So former Southampton man Sulemana went off, and we saw Lazar Samazic come on. Not even quarter of an hour left in this game. Bayern Munich have had 20 shots, 11 on target. Atalanta have had 5, 1 on target. It's just been such a good attacking performance by Bayern Munich. Michael Olise is able to touch it down on this right side. Olise will come back on it. It's Joshua Kimmich. Deo Upamecano. Upamecano on it. Upamecano with it. So here is Joshua Kimmich, who will carry it forward for Bayern Munich. Kimmich towards Bischoff. It's going to be a shot by Kimmich all the way to the far post. Somehow it's put over the bar. Was it Nicholas Jackson who got the touch on it? I think it was an Atalanta defender that's put it over the bar. Really good play by Bayern Munich. It was just shifted to the far post to Nicholas Jackson. I think it was a player back there that's just put it over the bar. Yeah, it's gone out for a corner. So it's back with the captain, Kimmich. Kimmich on it for Bayern Munich. We'll play it across. Now it's Michael Olise all the way to the far post. Deo Upamecano hits the post. And that time it is booted away by Raul Bellanova. But Bayern Munich not stopping here. That time Upamecano's header at the far post, just rebounding back off the post. But what he does this does give Bayern Munich, gives them an opportunity to rotate in the second leg back at the Allianz Arena. It gives them an opportunity to see other players in Champions League action. Game is well and truly gone from Atalanta. Here is Jamal Musiala, tries to take on Martin de Roon in the middle. He's tackled. Now it's an opportunity for them to counter-attack, but switch is cut out by Tom Bischoff. Bischoff will carry it forward for Bayern Munich. It's going to come back to Leon Goretzka. Goretzka to Joshua Kimmich. Now Michael Olise on the right side of the box. It's Michael Olise. He's going to fire it across the 6-yard box, and it's Onis Ahanor who will knock it out for Atalanta. Well, it's been a real difficult evening for Atalanta. Olise would love a hat-trick here today. So it'll be a delivery to come in by Michael Olise. He's going to prepare to deliver it in. Espanas has just gone over to speak to him. It will be delivered in towards the near post. It'll be headed away by Bellanova. It's going to be headed back out, and that's back to the edge of the box to Luis Diaz with the effort, and that's blocked off. And now opportunity for Atalanta to counter-attack, but Joshua Kimmich will cut it out. He'll float it to Nicholas Jackson. Jackson with the effort, and he was probably a little bit selfish there because he went for goal himself when he had 4 players to the right side of him. It's nearly kicked forward by Marco Cornaceschi. Finds Nikola Kristovic. He's got a bandage on his head. Kristovic goes out to the right side. It now will be delivered towards the far post. Yunus Musa will head it back across. It's eventually cleared away by Michael Olise. It'll go all the way up towards Jamal Musiala. Musiala coming down the left flank. Musiala on it. On the edge of the box. We'll come back to Leon Goretzka. Goretzka will dink it forward, and the goalkeeper, Marco Cornaceschi, will come out to collect. And Michael Olise has actually picked up a yellow card, which means he'll miss the next game, which usually would be a massive disappointment to Vincent Kompany, but I don't think he'll be too bothered, to be honest. There's Cornaceschi, who will launch it up. Kristovic will flick it on. Now there's an opportunity here for Atalanta. Can they get a consolation? No, it's a heavy touch by Lazar Samazic as he was racing in on goal, but a heavy touch, and Jonas Erbig will collect. Here is Bayern Munich on it. Nicholas Jackson will just bounce it back to the captain, Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich will go it to Jonathan Tah. It's Deo Upamecano. I don't think we'll get any additional time in this game. I think the officials will take pity on Atalanta. Ball's clipped over the top towards Jamal Musiala. Heavy touch taken by him, and it will run through to Marco Carnesecchi. Now it is Atalanta coming down the right side. It will be played inside, and it will come out to the left side, of which it will be touched down by Samazic. Now it's Pasalic on the ball for Atalanta. Back across. Martin Darun. Martin Darun goes to Raul Bellanova. Bellanova will play it inside. Bellanova back across. It's going to come all the way back to Yunus Musa. Yunus Musa in the middle. We'll play it back. Now it's good play there, carrying it forward. Now in the midfield. And it's Martin Darun, just trying to get a grip of this game for Atalanta. Come all the way back now to Martin Darun. Martin Darun on it. And now it's in the midfield. Darun back to Onasan Noor. Tries to force it forward, but put out well by Bayern Munich. Now, just trying to bring it down is Luis Diaz. A little bit loose on it, and it will be cleared away. And it will be a throw for Atalanta. All the way back to Barrachem City. Isaac Hayen is into Martin Darun. Atalanta will send it on. This is our Samazic. Kristovic to the right side. Atalanta will come all the way back now. With Raul Bellanova. Bayern Munich still working. Now it's in the midfield with Atalanta. Tries to force out to the left side. There is Michael Olise. Olise will carry it forward. Caught from behind by Yunus Musa. Foul will be given. There's Michael Olise. This is caught from behind by Yunus Musa. A late sliding challenge going in by him. Palladino and Company, two relatively young managers. Company 39 years of age, Palladino 41 years of age, just standing on the edge of their dugout, watching on. So it'll be a free kick for Bayern Munich. Taken by the captain, Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich on it. Inside the 6-yard box. Can't take it just yet as Yunus Musa tackles him. And then Musa gets a booking. I think it's because he's frustrated. Yunus Musa, I think he wasn't happy with how long it was taking Joshua Kimmich to take the free kick. So Yunus Musa just ran up and kicked the ball away from him. Clear sign of dissent there by Musa, the man on loan from AC Milan, who's very, very annoyed down there. It's clear to see. So Kimmich to take. Now it's out to Tom Bischoff. We'll come back to Kimmich. Musa's actually the first man in the referee's notepad. It's ball over the top for Luis Diaz. He felt he was fouled. Referee clearly didn't. Play has continued. And then Joshua Kimmich was actually booked for Bayern Munich for taking too long on that free kick. He's joined Konrad Laimer and Michael Elise in the referee's notepad. Ball comes to the right side with Deo Upamecano. Upamecano will clip it over the top towards Nicholas Jackson. Tries to touch it down. It will come back to Michael Elise now. Elise, good quick feet. To Josip Stanisic. Stanisic back to Kimmich. Kimmich will try and force it forward, but Atalanta will deal well with it. And now, coming down the right side, is Bellanova. Bellanova will go down the right flank. He's going to bounce it back. Here is Martin de Roon on the ball. Martin de Roon out to the right side. Bayern Munich just happy to sit off at the moment now. Now it's Nikola Kristovic with the strike from the far. It's blocked off by Jonathan Tah, and now Vincent Kompany will ask his Bayern Munich team just to step up out of defence. Now it's Martin de Roon playing inside the Bayern Munich half. Down the right side now, it's going to be delivered in and flicked on by Kristovic, and it will go out. He was challenged by Jonathan Tah, and I think they actually clashed heads down there, did Nikola Kristovic and Jonathan Tah. Just a little bit of a head clash down there. May have actually come off the hand of Nikola Kristovic by the looks of things. So there's going to be a substitution here for Bayern Munich. It's going to be another left-back. How many players have we seen play left-back tonight for Bayern Munich? And it is Josip Stanisic who's going to make his way off the pitch. And coming on for him is Rafael Guerreiro, the Portuguese international, former Borussia Dortmund man, on for his 6th appearance of the season. Rafael Guerreiro, so we've seen him, Alphonso Davies, Tom Bischoff and Konrad Laimer all play left fullback today for Bayern Munich. As Bayern Munich are on it now, Jonathan Tah will send it forward. I've got it in the centre of the park. Comes out to Deo Upamecano. There's Michael Elise. A touch taken by him. It's going to come all the way back to Yunus Musa. Yunus Musa back to Marco Cornaceschi. He'll send it over the top, and there's Deo Upamecano. He's getting a bit of pressure from behind. Play will continue though. Upamecano on it. Is it to Michael Elise, inside to Jamal Musiala, who can carry it forward for Bayern Munich, but his pass only goes into Onis Arnour, who'll go back to the goalkeeper, Cornaceschi. Now Bayern Munich over the top, but an audacious clearance away by Raul Bellanova. He's able to overhead kick it away. Foul has been given down there. Bellanova just catching a Bayern Munich man. He'll take a quick free kick. Joshua Kimmich will get on it. Joshua Kimmich will play a 1-2 with Tom Bischoff. And a 1-2 with Luis Diaz. Comes back to Deo Upamecano. Deo Upamecano inside to Kimmich. Kimmich across to Upamecano. Now it's Diaz. Upamecano on it. Back inside to Kimmich. Now Jonathan Tah. Tah to Tom Bischoff. Now it's Upamecano on the ball. Carry it forward for his team. He'll continue going, will Deo Upamecano. This is fantastic play by him inside the 18-yard box. He's well held up in the end by Martin de Roon. De Roon will clear away. Former Middlesbrough man. It's up towards Lazar Samasic. Samasic across. Kimmich does really, really well just to get in and then send it forward. Now it's Bayern Munich with the opportunity. Here is Michael Elise. Michael Elise on the ball for Munich. Give it to Nicholas Jackson, who's dropped deep to get on the ball. Jackson out to the left side. We're into the final minutes of normal time here. Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 6. I don't think there'll be too many more stoppages here. I don't think there'll be any additional time, actually. I think they'll take pity. I think they should do. Here is Lazar Samasic to Raul Belanova. Belanova will clip it out to the left side. Touchdown by Nikola Kristovic. Pulled back. Shot at goal. Blocked off well by Deo Upamecano. Now comes back to Onis Ahanor. Ahanor with it. It's going to be got on the edge of the box. That's Yunus Musa. Great feat shown by him. Musa out to the right side. It's going to be a shot at goal. And the shot goes over the bar. Mario Pasilic's effort there, just going straight over the bar. Disappointing from him. Just came to him and sent it way over. So we're into 3 additional minutes. I really thought they'd take pity, because typically in European football you don't see the actual stoppage time, but I guess with it being a first leg, maybe they have to. I mean, there has been more than 3 minutes of additional time required here. Probably should be about 8 minutes, considering all the goals, but just the 3. Atalanta 0, Bayern Munich 6. Here is Michael Elise going down the right side. Goes inside to Rafael Guerrero. Comes back to Elise. Elise will just pull it back to the edge of the box to Joshua Kimmich, and that was not far off at all from the Bayern Munich captain, as it was set up for him. On the edge of the box there, struck it well, but just dragged it wide of the goal. And he's a little bit frustrated with his end product there, is Kimmich, as it will be a goal kick for Marco Conaseschi to take. What a night Vincent Kompany and Bayern Munich have enjoyed here. Waving the flags in the stands are the Atalanta supporters. And a long kick forward. It goes back to Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah will give it to Rafael Guerrero. Rafael Guerrero will go back to Jonas Erbig. Jonas Erbig will just send it to the right side, and there's a man down, so Rafael Guerrero will just knock it out of play. So the medical attention can come on. Jamal Musiala is the man down. He's got back up onto his feet. I think Bayern Munich are just going to have to play the last minute or so with just 10 men on the pitch. I think they'll be okay, judging by what we've seen today. Comfortably the best of the two teams. This isn't just a fluke 6-0 scoreline. This has been dominance. That's the one thing that Kompany will be disappointed about. Alphonso Davies and Jamal Musiala both returning from lengthy injuries, both having to make their way off the pitch with injuries. Davies was in tears. Musiala looks a little bit more calm, so hopefully that is something more subtle, as Atalanta can't get a consolation here. All the way across, it's going to be a goal for Mario Pasalic to slide home. And here in the 93rd minute, Atalanta have got a consolation. It's Atalanta 1, Bayern Munich 6. And despite the 5-goal deficit, the Atalanta supporters still celebrate it like they've scored a last-minute winner. There was a collision in there as Nikola Kristovic and the goalkeeper Jonas Erbig seemed to collide with each other. But then Mario Pasalic, who got the second against Borussia Dortmund in the second leg, is able to prod home. It's actually slid into the back of the net. It was good play by Raul Belanova going down the right flank. Pulled it back. Jonas Erbig tried to be as brave as possible. And he may have actually fouled the Atalanta man, because the Atalanta man, Kristovic, got there ahead of him. And he seemed to knock him down to the ground, but that didn't matter because Pasalic was there to slide home. Although the goal will get checked to see whether it will be offside. Can tell you Newcastle United are leading by a 1-0 against Barcelona. Harvey Barnes scoring, but there will be a penalty in the 95th minute for Barcelona to get a late equaliser. Malik Chow with a foul. So medical attention just on for the Bayern Munich goalkeeper Jonas Erbig. Important to mention, Bayern Munich just had 10 players on the pitch because Jamal Musiala had to come off injured. Now Jonas Erbig is looking like he's injured. He's going to be helped off. He looks really sore. They've got Manuel Neuer out injured as well, who had to go off at half-time in the win against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Vincent Kompany maybe just be asking the question, saying, should we just call it here, guys? We've now got 9 players left on the pitch. I can tell you that Barcelona have equalised in the 96th minute against Newcastle United. Lamine Yamal from the spot has given Barcelona a late dramatic equaliser there. And we can tell you the referee has ended it as Bayern Munich only had 9 players left on the pitch. It finishes here. Atalanta 1, Bayern Munich 6.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on fueled by them to see the horizon.